Hello, my name is Hubert. I'm software developer at RevDeBug, and I will show you how RevDeBug works. When software fails, it is similar to the iceberg. We can see that something is wrong, but with current tools, we can only see the tip of the iceberg. Today's systems are complicated. We use different languages, we still support legacy apps and try to run them on Kubernetes while migrating to microservices or serverless functions. Even if we deploy additional logging or tools, we still can't get to the answers. It all costs a lot, but still, we spend more than 50% of our daily work on fixing bugs. We had the same issues, therefore, we created RevDeBug to change that. RevDeBug is a monitoring platform which bridges the gap between APM and production debugging. In short, it helps you in keeping control over your complicated infrastructure, and when something breaks, you could fix it in minutes and seconds, not hours or days. In this demo, we will use a simple business application using microservices written in Java and .NET running on one of the clouds. The application is supposed to send invoices to users, and I just got the notification from testers that sometimes they don't get the invoice on email. Let's investigate it. When software breaks, understanding what should be fixed and what is critical for keeping the business up and running is most important. With our dashboards and alerts, you could easily see what is going on and take action before user reports the error. When errors happen, you probably try to answer those questions. Where is the problem? How significant is the impact? How to fix the error? With RevDeBug, you can quickly discover how your applications work. Topology View automatically maps dependencies between different apps and services, so you could see what part of your system is impacted and where the error originates. In this example, we can see immediately that microservice invoice sender has less than 95% success ratio as it is marked red. Now, you could start to look at symptoms. As in tools you are currently using, you could dig into one of our dashboards and see all critical metrics, response times, or even go to the error stack traces. At this point, current solutions end their work. With this information, you can see only the visible part of the iceberg. You try to guess the cause, then replicate the failure, and if not successful, repeat the whole exercise. Thanks to RevDeBug patented technology, you could go further and stop guessing. In the Trace tab, you can see the details of requests in your system. Let's filter them by error status so we can get right to the point. Here, we can see the list of all endpoints that have been invoked in the faulty request. The red dot near endpoint sender sent means that the call ended in failure. We can also see the whole chain of microservices that led to that action. I can click on the node to get even more details like error message, stack trace, and HTTP infos. But this still does not give me full insight of what went wrong. Message is not very useful, and trace informations didn't help me either. This horror scenario is unfortunately common in microservices infrastructure, but with RevDeBug error recording feature, it is not scary for us at all. Let's navigate to the monitor section of RevDeBug. This view focuses on showing errors in applications. Here's invoice sender service, that was the faulty one. In this table, all of the exceptions that happens are listed along with their impact on application, count, and release in which they have occurred. From exception details, we can jump directly to the code view to see the exact state of service in the moment when exception happened. As you can see, variable values are shown on the code in the debugging-like manner that every developer in the world understands. Just few clicks and we can see that the problem itself does not lie in the invoice sender. The parameter that was sent from previous services is null, so we must investigate that further. From the trace view, we already know that root service that started execution is invoice core, so let's open corresponding recording. You can also search the recording by variable names or values to get to the cause even faster. In this endpoint, we query external API to get discounts for purchased products. As you can see, response we got includes discounts on over 100%, which is obviously invalid. Within just a few minutes, we were able to trace the whole context, line by line, value by value, and go directly to the root cause. And there is more. We also save time in the testing process, no matter if you are doing manual, automated, or user acceptance testing. Thanks to our internal API, you could automatically record test cases which failed and hand over them to the developers with written description and exact code execution, which simplifies and shortens the whole fixing process. This is unique for RevDeBug. We are the only solution on the market which shows you the whole iceberg, not just the tip of it when the error happens. To sum it up, we support the whole software development process, helping with error detection and monitoring on production, simplifying development, and speeding up testing. Thanks to our solution, even people without broad knowledge of your system can fix those bugs in minutes and hours without any additional onboarding. Companies using RevDeBug cut the time needed for finding and fixing bugs by half, decreasing testing time by 30%. This results in shorter downtimes, higher reliability, and ability to deliver more value in the same time and budget. And that makes everyone happy. IT spends less time on solving errors, and business gets changes faster. Get in touch to see how we can help in solving your problems.